Hello. Hello, darling sis. You're number one. Hello. Hello. You're number one. We are very welcome. Good evening. Let me share to my private page, please. Am I on my...
Dad, something happened to Grandma.
Page you only more by. Which page am I on? That way. Me marry.
Dad.
Me marry. I'm not seeing myself. Oh.
Let's get into this.
I'm not seeing myself. Which page am I on? Every page anymore. It's not showing now. What happened? Go show.
Let's get.
What's happening? Okay. I'm not seeing myself on the page. Hey. Woman so quick woman she buburu for you. Are you people seeing me? Hello, Sister Miriam. Hello, Sister Miriam. How are you, sis? How is work? How is the family? My star giver. Thank you. Hello, Sister Miriam. How is the family? I don't know. I'm on your Kudi TV now. Ó kàn ṣe bó ṣe wù ní. Facebook yìí gan. No máa ń ṣèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ló máa kàn máa ń ṣe bó ṣe wù ṣá. Kò tiẹ̀ yé mi. Can you people see me, Sha? Ṣẹ́yìn ṣá ń rí mi. I'm trying to find myself on this page. Go slow, láti. It could be network. Hello. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. How are we? What's up? Sister Miriam, I see you, darling. I can hear you there. Okay, Malaika. Let me greet you people. Taiwo Olushola, you're welcome, darling sis. You're number one. Love Yahweh is number two. Nicole Williams, no, Malaika Lovelin is number three. Nicole Williams is number four. Zara Pamela Pashem, she has told me she's from, he's from Plateau. She's from Plateau. Oh, she's number 6. I'll be number 7. Adevin Koduyemi, darling sis, you're number 8. Let me say 7. Let me not say 8. I don't know. We've not seen Sister Barbara Harper. Is she not back from Marrakesh? She said she was going for holiday in Marrakesh. We have not seen her. My Irish family. Number 8, Omolabake Oluwaseyi. Number 9, Adefunke. Number 10, Muiz Precious. Number 11, Adebake Maria, my star giver, my best star giver for this year. She don't give me star. I'm always happy. Because of her, I always want to go to court. Well, let me see something like in Lo see a Kudi courtroom. Ibẹ̀ ló yẹ kí n ti máa ṣe chat. At least ibẹ̀ yẹn we only gba star ńbẹ̀. Àwọn kan wo so àtàwọn tó ń bú wa pé ní monetization, at least tí máa ń gba star máa mọ̀ pé okay mo ní monetization, mo ń ṣàárín nǹkan kan àwọn wèrè. Amaka Wosu, I think number 12. Number 13 is Sandra Aregweme. Number 14 is Bukola Larry Ahmed. Yekini Latifa, 15, I think. 15, 16, Mustafa Nofisat. Then Moyoluwa Oluride, 17, Olatunji TY, 18, 19, Omolabake Afeni. I mentioned that before. Aluko Ifeoluwa. Number 20, Mustafa Nofisat. You're all very welcome. Adenike Adekunle Adewuyi, you're all very welcome. Miriam Adebakin, Sister Bimpe, you're all welcome. Patience and Call, you're also welcome. Do us a big favor by me. Let us press on the like and love button so people will know we are here. Omo Oladapo Joel OJ, Omo Shegbon Titi, Zainab Mosudu, Victoria Oyenekon, Mustafa Nofisa. Do pa so that people will know. Sister Florence Dada, you're always Flaky Chuku today. Flaky baby. Hello, sweetie. My baby Flaky. Sister Florence, thank you so much. God bless you, darling sis. Tap. Ah, Kimak Baro. Do you want me to be truthful with you people? To be sincere, too much of I've noticed something, no? Because this I want to tell you people is my secret. Don't share it with anybody. Secret me. Kí ló lè fà kí o máa jẹun báyìí? Mo ń jẹun ní láàrin òru. Àárín òru mo máa dìde báyìí bí màmá pa mí. Eléyìí ò ń ṣe ojú lásán. Ó dà pé spiritual ni. Because mo wá wò ó. Yeye, is it true that Wunmi have traveled to US? Omolabake, but you are educated now. I don't like it. But if you can't be coming on this platform and be believing or listening to rubbish, if not that I see your name here, I won't answer you. Because I know that you come here, I won't answer you. Because I know that the people that come here, they won't ask me such a question. When you are not an illiterate. Not an illiterate now. As I was saying, so in the night like this, I wake up, let me bed, Mama Jam. One, this is spiritual. What is a labor? What is a labor new? Ebi mi pe kini mo ṣe. Mo ya book appointment with my doctor. Mo lọ ṣe bẹ́yẹn kí n wo àwọn wo ló wà ní ọ̀rọ̀ mi. I didn't know that this thing that they call menopause, ó máa ṣe èèyàn bálabàlá o. Àwọn ọmọ mi tún ṣe meeting lé mi lórí. Mi ní parọ́ fún yín. Ó pe meeting lé mi lórí. Ó ní mo kàn máa ń kanra ní. Pé mo lè nice and next thing mo kàn máa bẹ̀ sí pariwo ní. Pé wọ́n mọ̀ mí tẹ́lẹ̀ pé mo máa ń bínú. Pé ìbínú yẹn wá ti pọ̀ jù ń sìn. Mo tún mú yẹn náà. Mo tún kọ́lẹ̀ pé my children say that I nag too much. Today I'm normal. The next second I'm nagging. That the nagging is not too much. It's a secret. I'm keeping my secret with you people. If you like, go and share it. Go and share it with the world so that they come and abuse me. Go and share it. Because you people are my friend. If something is bothering me, I share with you people. It's a secret. So, when my children, they called meeting on me. that am I okay? Nígbà táwọn ọmọ mi bá ń pe meeting fún mi at my age, that I get angry. Didn't I notice that my little boy now, before, onísìn ó máa ké, á ní pé mo jágbe mọ́ òun. Ariwo yẹn, wọ́n ní ariwo mi ti wá háyà, tí bá ti jí, mo wá ti sọ ilé ìdílé military. Ó ní mò ń kanra. Mo wá ní ìgbà wo lẹ ṣàkíyèsí gbogbo àwọn attitude mi. Èyí big boy mi yẹn ní pé láti last year. Èyí girl mi ó ní shortly before tí mo òun notice before birthday mi bí ní yáyí bí my little boy ìyẹn ní for the past 3 weeks pé ó ń gbóná lára mi ni. Pé tóun bá wá come to my bed, tóun bá fẹ́ lie down, mi ò mọ̀. Mo ní bóyá o wọ pyjamas, o dẹ̀ fẹ́ sùn sórí bed. Mo ní no. Ó nígbà mi òun máa wọ pyjamas pé mo máa ṣe ń pariwo, á wá lọ ké lọ bá àwọn the other ones. So I have to go and mo láti lọ tẹsẹ̀ lébọ̀ ni. Ọ̀rọ̀ mi nídìí àmójútó. Mo wá lọ wo mirror. Mo wá rí pé ìtàn mi àti ikùn mi ó ti dọ́gba ń sìn. Ibi báyìí. Ẹ wò. Àti ikùn mi ó ti dọ́gba. Mo wá ń jẹun. Waistline mi ó dọ́gba mọ́ ìtàn mi. Kò sí demarcation, kò sí break in transmission kankan bí báyìí. Èèyàn kan ṣo. Ikùn mi ó ti dọ́gba mọ́ ọyàn mi. Mi ò dẹ̀ lóyún. I'm not pregnant. I decided on my own. Mo ní tí nǹkan bá ń ṣèyàn, èèyàn kì í mú mọ́ra. Ayé wà, ẹ̀yin èèyàn. Nǹkan ṣe mí. Mo yá tẹsẹ̀ lébọ̀. Mo yá lọ pé doctor mi. This evening, by the grace of God, mo lọ síbẹ̀. So owó fún mi l'appointment. Mo lọ síbẹ̀, mo lọ sọ owó ṣí fún mi báyìí. Igbá báyìí ni. Wọ́n pùnú ẹ̀ fún mi. Wọ́n wá sọ fún mi, wọ́n ní menopause ni o. Tí mi ò bá kíyèsára, ó máa ń jẹ́ kéèyàn sanra. Ó máa ń jẹ́ kéèyàn ṣe kí pẹ́lòmíì gan, ó máa ń jẹ́ kí wọ́n depress. Mo get ẹ̀ ní straight up. Ayé ò gbọ́dọ̀ mú wa o. Gbogbo ara lògùn ẹ̀. Mo ní doctor, kí ni mo máa ṣe sí báyìí? Kí ni ṣíṣe? Ṣé Bọ́lá máa rú? Àbí kí la fẹ́ ṣe sí i? Ṣé mo máa rúbọ ayé ni àbí kí lọ̀rọ̀ yìí? Bóyá àwọn ọmọ mi wọ́n ní mò ń kanra bí ẹja, ajá ìkúrú àbí elékúrú àbí kí ni wọ́n máa já tó ní kúrú náà. Ó ní bó ṣe máa ṣèyàn ni. Ó ní kíní tí wọ́n ń pè ní menopause. Ó ní ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni ó máa ń ṣe àwọn èèyàn. Ayé wà o. Ayé wà. Ayé wà, ẹ̀yin èèyàn. Ayé wà o. Ó ṣí gbá ìfún mi báyìí. Mo ní ṣé ẹbọ ni máa rú? Ṣé màálù ni máa pa? Àbí kí ni? Dókítà ní alátiṣe nímọ̀ àti ṣe ara ẹ̀ pé mi gangan ni mo máa ṣàtúnṣe ọ̀rọ̀ yìí o. Ó ní tẹ́bọ́ bá máa gbà, tẹ́bọ́ máa fín. Ó ní èmi fúnra ara mi báyìí ni mo máa ṣàtúnṣe ara mi. Alátiṣe ní ṣàtúnṣe ara ẹ̀. Ayé ò ní mú wa o. Kí má lọ di fọ́ká mèsòyè. Kí di má lọ máa ṣe gbọ̀gọ̀dọ̀ kíkun má máa róòlù. Ayé menopause ni o. Doctor, ó dá ifá fún mi báyìí. Ó ṣí ọ̀pẹ̀lẹ̀. Ó ṣí fún mi báyìí ni. Gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní ọ̀rọ̀ mi báyìí, ó fi wọ́n hàn mí báyìí ni. Ó ní mo máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ exercise. Ó ní exercise tí mo máa ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn. Ó ní máa bẹ̀rẹ̀. ó ní tí èèyàn ò bá ó ní ẹlòmíì pé ó ń gba antidepressant o pé wọ́n máa ń fún wọn ní oògùn pé wọ́n máa ń gba oògùn fún menopause mo ní ṣé lára ẹ̀ náà ni ó ní ẹbọ ni ó ní ẹlòmíì ń gbà ó ní ẹlòmíì dẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ni àwọn máa bá sọ báyìí ó ní kò sí ẹni ọ̀dà tìyàn ó ní kò sí nǹkan kan mi ó ní ayé nǹkan tó wà ń di àwọn tó wà ń di ọ̀rọ̀ mi nìyẹn ó ní dẹ̀ tẹ́bí bá ń pa mí kí n máa wá low fat mo ní no doctor mo ní bí ice cream bí ká ṣe ẹran ẹsọ ẹran kí ọ̀rá ẹran ní goat meat báyìí mo ní mo lè jẹ 10 mo ní lálẹ́ báyìí tí n bá ti ṣe program mi tán lálẹ́ mo ní mo máa fi bisikíìtì sí ẹ̀gbẹ́ ó bí mi kí ni àwọn nǹkan tí máa jẹ ibi ètò ti gẹ́ẹ̀tì gbogbo àwọn ayé tó ń ṣe mí ni mo ní àwọn bisikíìtì máa jẹ mo ní lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi sí mo ní àwọn èmi ni mo máa ń lọ sí store mo máa ń discover gbogbo crepes màá fi ice cream tí mo ra àwọn yìí mo fẹ́ jẹ èyí ni mo fẹ́ fi ṣe send off fún àwọn ayé mo fẹ́ jẹ léni tí bá ti jẹ léni látọ̀la lágbára Ọlọ́run màá wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn ayé tó wà ń jẹ ó ti gẹ̀ẹ́tì wọn fún mi bíi crepes bíi ice cream bíi ẹran tó lọ́ra bíi goat meat bíi lamb gbogbo wọn ni wo dókítà mi bá ó ní kóun ni wọ́n lọ dì sí gbogbo ara mi ẹwà gègé bẹ́ẹ̀tì àwọn nǹkan tó wù mí jẹ ni gbogbo ayé ń jẹ wheat bread gbogbo nǹkan tó bá fi báyìí mo ní àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ ló wù mí jẹ ó ní àwọn gangan láyé òun ló ṣe mí òun ní nínú menopause secret mi mo ti gẹ́ẹ̀tì àwọn tó ń ṣe mí ọ̀sẹ̀ gbogbo ìdí mi sìn tí n bá rìn ẹ̀fẹ̀ mi nídìí tó ìtẹ́lẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ìtọ́ mi ò ní mo ní kì í ṣe pé mi ò ní rárá mo ní gbogbo wa bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé èèyàn lọ ṣe nǹkan kan sí kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ gbogbo tẹ́lẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí mi láyé mi ayé ni wọ́n lọ jókòó sínú òdì mi oúnjẹ tí mò ń jẹ ni. You have to go to Rita Mary to eat your snack for ayé. I'm telling you, they said I have to work on the mo láti rìn lórí wọn ní àwọn ayé yẹn mo láti make sure pé mo rìn so that làágùn ara mi ó máa jábọ́ lé wọn lórí ìlàágùn yẹn lè fátá abẹ́wò mọ́jọ́ mélòó tó máa gbà tẹ́bọ́ máa fi rú wọ́n ní gbẹ́bọ ni ẹbọ exercise àti kí n lọ ra àwọn low fat food doctor mi ní mo láti lọ ó ní dẹ́n ti kọ́ra yẹn tí mo ti mọ̀ ó ní menopause ni ó ní ẹlòmíì bó ṣe máa ń ṣe wọ́n nìyẹn pé wò ní mọ̀ ó ní you are lucky your children told you àwọn ayé ni o àwọn ayé mo ráyè mo sá fún menopause mo ráyè mo sá fún ẹ̀rù menopause máa bà mí ọmọ ìbẹ̀rù ẹ gbà mí ẹ̀rù menopause fẹ́ sọ mí di nǹkan mi fáwọn ọmọ mi àwọn ọmọ mi ti kọ́ bí ara sí mo gẹ̀ẹ́tì ẹ̀ dókítà mi wá bá mi sọ dáadáa ó ní sùúrù ó ní ẹbọ ni ó ní ẹbọ ni mo máa gbé ó ní mo máa rí èmi fúnra ra mi dẹ̀ ní èmi ni mò ń ṣera mi ò gbọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀ rí èyí ayé àti gẹ̀ẹ́tì ni kí n tó mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ gbogbo ṣòkòtò mi báyìí bó ṣe tí bá lọ tẹ bá rí mi gbà mí báyìí ẹ máa rò pé bóyá mo lọ yá ṣòkòtò máma ni bó ṣe bí mo ṣe máa ń rí inú àwọn ṣòkòtò rẹ tí máa dàbí mo á ní kí ni gbogbo ilé àwọn ọmọ tó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ tó àjìjọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ gan wọn á máa rò kékeré ló ń ṣe kúdì tó máa ń kó ṣòkòtò ká kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ìdí mi kò dédé àti ìtàn mi gbogbo kò dédé tóbi kùn mi ẹbí tí kò dédé tóbi mo kàn ń jẹun ní ayé le menopause ó le ó gbó mi ó ṣì mí jìgìjìgìjìgì ànírógún ayé ó mì mí Oh, Mimi. Ah. Eh? But yeah, we told you now. Adebisi, are you on your menopause? Abomo wo. Abi kí ló máa ṣọmọ crack me, you know. Only we told. Adebisi, are you doing menopause too? I mean, it's celery sticks. Gbogbo nǹkan tí doctor mi tiẹ̀ sọ fún mi ẹ̀ tiẹ̀ fẹ́ mọ̀. Nǹkan tó tiẹ̀ ní kí n kà sílẹ̀ báyìí tó kà sílẹ̀ fún mi pé I have to do. He said I shouldn't be too hard on myself. And in my children, they said that I nag. I don't know. Alone, they did meeting on me. They sat me down to try to help me. Oni mo kanra. Apparently, other people call me. What is so fun pé your mommy, you people need to sit her down. But yeah, what is so fun? Why sit her down and tell her? Me, mo kanra. I hope it's not affecting the other room. Which one affect? Isn't it? Oh, is it a don't be talking about the other room when it comes to menopause. So there's no any other room. Only myself is the room. Which other room? And did you hear my children say I'm Kora? And you're Kora. You are talking of another room. Which room apart from myself are you talking about? I'm Kora. Mo Kora. My children have called my attention to it. And I feel bad. My children, they called meeting on me. They said they want to help me. Now I book appointment. Mo ti lọ rí doctor today. Mo ti lọ kojú ṣoni. Mo ti lọ bá wọn ayé yẹn àti sọ àti ṣe meeting. Go vegan. I can't go vegan. I'm not a too vegan anything. I can't go vegan. I'll still be eating, but I need to reduce what I eat. Number one, ayé nìyẹn. Number two, I have to be sweating. At least exercise. And weekend, my money duty. At least the doctor said 30 minutes every day. It's not possible. That's the thing. And you are not doing exercise, you are eating. You understand? You are eating like that, the way I eat. Today, I ate as if, and I saw that for the past 3 weeks now, it's bad. In the night, I will wake up. I will sleep and go and wee. I will come back. I'll just, my husband will say, kí ló ń jẹ? Ojú ti ẹ̀ ń tì mí sí, mo tún wá di idea sínú Adura. Ojú ti ń tì mí. Mo idea sínú Adura. Mo ṣe discover tips yìí. Màá tún máa tanra mi, màá ní eléyìí low fat ni. Irọ́ ni o. Mo tún tanra, eléyìí tún gan. Let's start our chat. Let me be taking ice cream that I bought. You understand? After today, good. I want to take ice cream. I want to take ice cream. We are going to call our honorable speaker. Let me be taking the ice cream. So that. Wow. Let's call Bossman. I'll stop the plan. Yeah, it's not low fat, it's high in salt. Yeah, I'll stop the ice cream after today. And he has some I have to stop all those things. I have to stop it. I have to stop it. Everything. Low fat ice cream. I will look for that one. I will look for low fat ice cream. Let's bring Bossman on board. You're very welcome. Bossman is coming. I have to bring him on board. On board. Hello, everybody. You're all very welcome. Chris, hello, Chris. The other day, I traveled in. I was on the same flight. Hello, greet Chris. All of you, greet Chris. is my brother from another mother. The day I would have had the opportunity to see him and know him, and they said he was looking for me. When I alighted, I was on the same flight with his wife and his, I think I saw 2 kids or so. And then I didn't know that they were Chris's kids and the wife. So I didn't know. I think they were sitting behind me. And so when I alighted the flight, I went into the loo, you know. I went to, like, you know. Then I came out. I then was approaching the immigration. You know, I just would go through the gate without having to go through the immigration. I'll just, you know, go through the gate, like, you know, just go and slam this thing like you are using your body pass to, you know. So the lady stopped me. And when she stopped me, she was like, hello, ma, I'm Chris's wife. And I was quick to remember. I said, Chrisola. I said it instant. I said, Chrisola. And she said, yes. I said, where is he? He said, Chris was just here now, you know, to say hello to you. I didn't know that he works in that environment. So that Chris was just here now to say hello to you. But, you know, I didn't see you. We didn't just know where you were. I said, oh, I went into the bathroom. And I was like, oh, that would have been an opportunity. I was attending to your aircraft when you landed. Oh, really? Chris, I didn't see you. And I would have loved to see you. You know, like, I would have hugged you, like, you know. And I greeted your wife so well. Thank you so much. I told her, thank you. Greet Chris for me. And I would have loved to really see Chris. But unfortunately, I didn't see you. I looked around, I said, oh, okay, so you attended to my, oh, so anyway, one day we will see, one day we will see. I didn't see you, but your wife, very pretty, take good care of her, okay? And your kids are very gentle, lovely kids. I think there were 2, I can't really remember. I think one is a baby and the other one, I can't really remember, but I'm not too sure, maybe 1 or 2 sharp. I saw kids with her. You know, so God bless you too, Chris. One day we will see, by the grace of God. My profound regards to her. She's such a lovely lady. For her to even approach me and tell me, oh, my husband, Chris. I said, Chrisola. I said, Chrisola. So good to meet her. Thank you, Chris. God bless you. Take care of yourself, okay? Take good care of yourself. Okay, and my profound regards to the family. God bless you. Let me bring Bossman here. Meanwhile, let me transfer WhatsApp to this phone so that I do not have to. Jane, how are you, Jane Hope? How are you? Good to see you. God bless you. Koran Anola, hello, how are you? Let's be quick to bring let's bring Sister Barbara, you're back. How was Marrakesh? How was Marrakesh, Sister Barbara? I've been to Marrakesh once. Such a lovely place. It's a place I would love to go again. I enjoyed it, every bit of it. I enjoyed it. I won't lie. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. How was your trip, sister? Let me try on the. Okay, so I'm going on TikTok. Your hair grows so quick. Yeah. I've not gone to town. Oh. You grow. I've not gone to town, Daddy. I'm here. Oh, Sister Barbara, you're back. I've asked of you in the beginning. I asked of you, I said, Sister Barbara, hey, Sister Barbara, she look bad to Marrakesh. She not come back. I mean, she not goes. Marrakesh is such a lovely place. It's just like Dubai, Turkey. It's just like only that's what I noticed for me. maybe the hotel, oúnjẹ, we ate stupor. You know me, that kind of thing. If I eat stupor, I will come back and say good things about you people. So the hotel, very nice. Food was surplus. If you, that hotel, you won't think of anything. Yeah, your color is beautiful. Oh, thank you. Really? You know, say this my skin. Don't suffer. Thank you. Or you mean your hair color? You mean my hair color? Do you mean my hair color? I'm sure you're talking about my hair color. I got it from Mo. It was Mo. The motivation came from Mobad. When I wanted to, after the demise of Mo, you know, Mo had the color of hair. That was what gave me that I just went to do it because I wanted to have that hair color. I liked it on Mo. You remember he had that hair color, this hair color. So that motivation came from Mo anyway, of blessed memory. My hair, thank you, smart Leo. God bless you. Let's wait for our honorable speaker, and I've spoken to him before I came online. No, thank you, Chris. Thank you. God bless you, Chris. Thank you. Chris is a man, no, so yeah, say this as skin don't suffer. The skin don't suffer. The skin don't suffer now. We are waiting for Bossman. We are waiting for Bossman to join us. You're all very welcome. Good evening, everybody. God bless your good heart. Thank you, Abba Patty, darling. We are waiting for Bossman. And what have we been doing? This is day 4 of the CTC certified true copy of what Wunmi, Adura, and DJ Bami. I'm sure in due course they will be able to get what Spending and Prime Boy said as well, and all, you know, in due course as it goes on. So it's a certified true copy. So we are hearing word. Thank you, darling Ronke. Thank you so much, sis. We are hearing word for word. Queen Adura, Sister Queen, where have you been? Been ages. You are not on Facebook anymore. I don't see you on Facebook again, no. I mean, she not the one. I think she is Queen Adediwura Linda. I think I have missed to. Hello, darling sis. Been ages. Been ages. Send to me. You're welcome. So you see, we are doing this. There are some times that we have to do trending cases. Do you understand what is happening here and there and everything? But because it's the first few days, we just want to give our honorable speaker, Bossman, to tell us at least word for word what was said by Wunmi, word for word what was said by Adura. We are still going to be the ones to critically analyze it and compare and contrast. And as we are going, everything that I said, okay, Bossman is here. Everything that I said, should you notice any discrepancies, you have a right to air it. Either you call in or you type. We are reading it. The ones my eyes catch, I will read it. The ones that the court clerk sees, they would pin it so that I can see it and also read it out. Facebook has blocked my account. Wow, why? What did you do? Did somebody hack it? Why did they block your account? Oh my God. Oh God, gone. So we have on board now Bossman. Bossman, please take over. You're all very welcome.
Hello, Yeye. How you doing?
Queen Makpai, you said, beautiful Yeye, still waiting for my 5th floor golden, which cake? In fact, do you believe that that cake, sorry, my dear boss man, do you know that that cake, ask people. Okay, I see Anike Dime, all of them, they were there. Sister Wande, cake. I told people that, in fact, I was begging them to cake step, share it out, share it out, share it out, share it out. One of us gave me a Louis Vuitton cake on its own like that. I told them to share it out because it was too. I can't imagine that I keep cake. My children will eat it. They are forgotten. They are the 51 la ma ṣe mí lágbára Ọlọ́run. Don't worry. Remind me so I can give that one to you. Go ahead, please. Sorry. You're welcome. Sorry, that thing fell. Bossman, you're welcome. Our honorable speaker.
Good afternoon, good morning, everyone.
Good afternoon. Good evening here.
Are we getting started or you still want to?
Please, you people should share. Please tap. Yesterday, it was, I don't know why. We are not doing anything here that is out of proportion and out of context or anything. We are only critically analyzing, and I don't know why some people chose to flag that, So please, you have to make sure your hands on deck. You have to keep tapping. Some people are just going to stress you anyways, even when you are not doing anything irrational. Do you understand? So we have to deal with human beings the way they are. In fact, some of them, tó bá ti wá platform mi ni o. Only woman called Lori platform. I think the day 2, she went. Her name is Olushola Joke or some ataro by. Could wo. I should drop bad ebu fún mi gan. Timo Mari, I didn't know who went to respond to her and made me notice it. Ataro mi ò block e. Bó ṣe ń bú mi ni mò ń kó fún padà. Mi ò gbà fún. Mo fẹ́ bù pa. Mo wá lọ wo photo àgbàlagbà ni. A ti fẹ́ pé 70. Tó yẹ káwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ kí wọ́n lọ embalm ẹ̀. Táwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ kó yẹ kó lọ embalm wèrè ẹ̀. Hey, mama, why are you doing this? If you go and read it, it's on my page. I didn't block out. Ó bú mi báyìí, mi ò gbà fún o. Mi ò block wèrè ẹ̀. Mo fún jẹ ni. Mo fún jẹ. Màá tún fún ní abẹ́rẹ́ lálẹ́. Tó bá tún kàn kọ́kọ́ máa tún lọ fún lábẹ́rẹ́. Mo ò gbà fún. Mo make sure pé èmi náà burú. Kì í ṣe pé mi ò burú mo burú. Mo kàn máa ń tijú pé kí ni ká ti gbọ́ pé èmi náà ń bá wọn ṣe bí àwọn raskari. Mo máa ilé mi ò ní gbà fún. Mo ò ní gbà fún. Àjọ máa tátàn ni lórí social media. We are continue. Ó wà ńbẹ̀, ó wà lórí page mi ní Yeye Kudi Courtroom. Ẹ kò máa lọ máa bú mi. Kí ni mo ṣe? Tí n bá tiẹ̀ ṣe nǹkan gan, kí ló dé? Ọ̀rọ̀ là ń sọ náà, ṣáà búyàn ni. Continue, please. You are very welcome. Bossman, we are waiting for you, please.
Sorry, I just received a call. I'm waiting. Just give me a second. Yeah, give me a second.
Bossman ló tún dá wa dúró.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for the pages. Flipping through. We are going to be treating. Do you want me to finish up the?
Yeah, let me tell you where we stopped. Sorry, wait. Before we start Adura, we are extending to Adura now. But yesterday, we stopped on where the lawyers and the magistrates.
What page is it here? The page. What page?
We were just shortly after 238. Mr. Ogunsomi after Ogunsomi, then Mr. David Fadile, so he was the one that concluded with and had, you know, I think he was the one now having the discussion with the magistrates. Can you go on that? After 238, check on that. Then that was Mr. Ogunsomi. After Abiodun, cancel Abiodun, then Ogunsomi. Ogunsomi is what's that man? Falana's lawyer. You understand? He interjected, and you know, Abiodun. Then Fadile came on board. Lawyer Baba Mohbad, yeah. So he was the one now we were listening to. They have told Wunmi to come out from the witness stand. Do you get that place? So it's now a concluding part. It's just 2 pages left where you're going to talk about. They were all deliberating, like, you know, like more or less, like even also critically thinking and analyzing between themselves there. So it's no more cross-examining.
No more cross-examining. You want me to read those parts, the conversation, or I should just go back to the cross-examination? Does
the conversation help anything? No, we are done with Wunmi's cross-examining. So there's no need to go back on what she said.
No, what's the conversation between the magistrate and other lawyers?
Yes, does it help anything? Yes, it's better.
I stopped yesterday. You know, it's 2 hours for reading. I just paused it there. I didn't open it up.
Okay, please go ahead. Read it so that we know. At least everybody will know that they heard it. Are we good to listen to their cross-examining before we go on Adura, right? Yeah, read it.
So the court. Any other questions? Mr. Ogunsami, Your Honor, I don't know if the court can allow me to ask a few questions. I'm grateful.
Sorry, with due respect, please. Who is Mr. Ogunsami? Can you let them know?
I don't know who Ogunsami should be a lawyer to the
Falana here, so that they know. Ogunsami is lawyer to Wunmi. Wunmi's lawyer. Okay, go ahead.
And then Mr. O.E. Akinde speaking right now. My lord, the same way you did not allow, because he is also with the father's lawyer. We have already set the precedent. Then the court, the magistrate answers the court. Counsel, I take any other questions. I just ask, any other questions? Mr. O.E. Akinde, now speaking now. My lord, he is still with the same counsel for the father that the court responded. The cross-examination is over now. Now, I ask any other question. I can even ask the public for any question. There might be a single question that somebody can throw from the public that may help us solve this. This is because it is different. It is different from a regular court. Interrupted. Mr. O.E. Akinde interrupted. I accept, my lord, but in this instance, he was also interrupted again by Mrs. Adechi Asagba. My lady, I laid down the foundation for this corona inquest, and I said that my lady is the judicial inquirer in this matter. As the coroner is charged, she can decide to ask anybody to say anything. She can allow and disallow. The coroner inquest does not go for appeal. So, however, my lady wants to handle this coroner. Please, my lady, you have the court. Every question is important to coroner. Then the magistrate says, this is a different scenario. This matter is a worldwide issue, and it needs every support that can render to the coroner to decide on the cause of death. Please, any other questions? Then Mr. Ogunsami talking right now. Mr. Ogunsami now.
So Falana's lawyer
said, Mrs. Aloba, my condolences. In your written deposition before the court that you swore to on the 25th day of October in paragraph 3, I think we read this part, Yekudi. Are you sure we've not read this part?
No, we haven't. The question I have for you is, yesterday, Wunmi already was told to come down from
we read all this part.
So it is the talk between, there was no question at all. It's just the last 2 pages after.
That means we stop at 240 something, not 30 something.
No, I said after 238, where Wunmi was still being questioned. Then further to Mr. Ogunsomi, we've passed there. Then Mr. David Fadile, that was where we stopped yesterday.
Okay.
Where Mr. Fadile said he's done, and they told Wunmi to come down from the witness box. Do you understand now?
Yes.
So it's not about Ogunsomi again. We've done that yesterday.
Okay. Let me read this from 247. Let me start from 247. Mr. T.E. Olanwale, I have sent my colleague to look for him. That was when they were discussing about... Okay. That's when they were talking about the driver. The SUV driver. Because I think the hype hole, this is the court saying, I think the hype hole with the state promised to bring witnesses. There are some witnesses that they promised to bring to court, but because of the witness I have now, I can't ask them to produce them, and they won't be able to take any evidence. Since the magistrates of the Lagos State Judiciary are going on our annual retreat, I am supposed to travel tomorrow, and I will take a date after that. And the vital ones from the police station, they have already said they will bring in some of the people that they have in their custody, including the driver of the Prado. Falano. Yes? Mr. T.E. Olanwale speaking now. I have sent my colleague to look for him, and I don't have his number. The court speaking. You should have informed him that the court does not wait. Mr. T.E. Olanwale responded. He was sitting here all along. He's here. Adura are comfortable. He's here. Adura, I guess are you comfortable in speaking in Yoruba or English?
Okay, so now, please, one moment. Is Adura coming into the witness box now?
No, that was the day that they did not. He was saying that he was acting that he was sick.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, please.
So, Adura, are you comfortable? Sorry, some of the grammatical error here. So sometimes it might take me a while for me to understand what they're saying there. I guess the person that typed the whatever also omitting some words, so I have to pick up what they're trying to say. So the court, you should have okay. Adura, are you comfortable in speaking in Yoruba or in English? The witness, that is Adura, saying, for now, sir, I am not comfortable. I am really tired. I have been sitting here since like 3 hours. I am not feeling well. The court said, did you not know what you are coming here to do? Adura answered, I know what I was coming here to do. The court responded, you are telling the court that you are tired without even stepping into the box? Adura responded, I am not feeling well. Like 4 days now, I am not feeling okay. The court responded, what is wrong with you? Adura responded, I don't know. I have not eaten since morning, and I have been sitting here for like 3 hours now. The court responded, so if you eat now, you will be fine. In the next 30 minutes? Adura answered, I am not sure. So Mr. T.E. Olanwale responded, my lord, like he has said, he is not in the right frame of mind. We shall be asking for a short date. The court responded, I do not want us to turn this case into a case we have to keep. I do not want this I do not want us to turn this case into a case we have to keep adjourning because this boy has to go back home to sleep. And if if his family, his brother or his relation is saying he cannot, then I don't know what to do. He is here. He needs to go back home to rest. Do not allow all of us make a mockery of his death. Adura answered, Ma, I am very sick, Ma. Because let's take a date. Or do you feel that if we stand this matter down for about 30 minutes and you go and eat, will you be able to give any evidence? After 30 minutes, will you still go? You want to eat? We are here because we want justice for your brother. You should be able to take 1 or 2 questions, except you have something to hide. You couldn't hear that part?
Yeah, who said so?
That's the court saying that.
The magistrate?
Yes, the magistrate telling Adura that.
Okay.
Want to take that part again?
Please do.
Let's take a date. Or do you feel that if we stand this matter down for about 30 minutes and you go and eat, will you be able to give her any evidence? After 30 minutes, will you still go? You want to eat? Yes. We are here because we want justice for your brother. You should be able to take 1 or 2 questions except you have something to hide. Adura responded, I have been here since morning. Because matter is further adjourned to the 15th of November 2023 at 12 noon for further inquest. So that was the end of the inquest on that day.
Okay. So we are done with that inquest. So on what date was the next one and Adura now?
They chose November 15.
Okay. So can you please tell the people here that we are now
on that November 15, it was adjourned to 22 December and November.
November.
It was adjourned to 22 December. I guess that
22 December or November?
Yeah.
November or December?
November. Can you give me a second? You could. I'm going to put my order card. I'm at the dealership.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, that's fine.
I came to service my car. Is it not ready?
Tèmi gan ti service motor tèmi gan ti due. And they don't take cars weekend. Only weekday.
How you doing?
Come on for me.
Okay. Where I wait for my time.
So even the judge said, except to have something to hide to Adura.
I'm really scared. I know. I cannot afford 1 phone and you have to.
You understand?
I got you.
You can imagine.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
When I was about to start, when I was about to come out, they came that they called that the custody vehicle is down, waiting for me to come pick up my car.
You can imagine.
So today,
Adura, ó débẹ̀ yẹn. Ṣé bó ti mọ̀ pé òun lọ sọ̀rọ̀ ní court ni. Sorry, I have to be sincere. Ta ni ò bá má jẹun tí ó bá kí n ṣàdúrà. You understand? Wọ́n ń wá ikú ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ ni nà. Ẹ jẹ́ àsọtọ́ síbi tó tọ́ wà. Even though Baba wouldn't say that. Well, someone like me, I should be able to say that. Tani Obama jẹun kébi tiẹ̀ kó gbààwẹ̀ níjọ́ yẹn. Kó make sure pé he cooperates with the court to at least in the area of the inquest to at least guide us to what really took the life of his blood brother who inscribed his name on his body. I will say something. Oni ọ̀rẹ́ dání kò tó pọ́n, ẹni abínibí gan dání. Sincerely, when they buy Timothy, because ìyá àti bàbá Mohbad wo Adura sọ èyí tó ń jẹ́ òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀. I've said it before, but I will still repeat it. Wo bá ọmọ wọn sọ̀rọ̀. I don't understand. Àti ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ pé àwọn ajẹbọ́tà wọn máa ń bá wọn jẹ. Ìwọ tó jáde pákí, ṣé ó yẹ kí wọ́n tún máa bà ìdí àbí kí wọ́n fi ọ̀rọ̀ báyìí kí wọ́n fi reset ọpọlọ ẹ̀. Kí wọ́n fi reset brain ẹ̀. Ta ni ò bá gbàwẹ̀ tí ò bá kí ń ṣàdúrà. Are you people making sense from it? Just hear what the judge said. In fact, you know, that's why it's good to hear word for word what is written, so that you can process it, assimilate it, then be able to know what should I say now. Hear what the judge gone sọ pé, except you have something to hide. Òun ti jókòó bí by for 3 hours. Mo ti expect pé mo máa gbọ́ for 24 hours. 3 hours. When I've seen people like him, they want to come from Nigeria abroad to come and search for greener pasture. Wọ́n máa gba ọbẹ̀ omi. They won't eat. Wọ́n tún máa kó wọn sínú boot to cross South Africa under the bridge past Kenya to come to Ìlú Òyìnbó just to come and make it. When Lumi ma say me báyìí ni, then they took you, you went, you can see your father, you can see your mother, everybody is there. Oni ebi ń pa ẹ́, orumu ẹ. Tani, who should be fasting and say, Timothy's time. Well, it's not a matter of anything. We don't use bad things to emulate each other. You understand what I mean? What happened to Timothy's family is bad. We are not happy about it, and it's not a good example. But the brother, older brother, in fact, I was even worried for him, and I bet many Nigerians were worried for him. Kogbani, do you know how many times they wanted to bribe that boy, Bade, to silence? Do you know how many times they wanted to bribe him to silence? Bade ni bikibi tó bá wà, wàá ṣoríire. Gbogbo nǹkan tí Timothy ò rí ṣe fún mọ́mì yín, fún àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀, Ọlọ́run á mú ẹ, á gbé apá ẹ̀ sókè, á jẹ́ kó rí ṣe. Àwọn ọmọ ìyá nìyẹn. The boy dúró tán ni. Even when what's his name? What's this tall man's name? Oriyomi was trying to, Oriyomi was hot at the time, but Oriyomi got fema, what it was becoming like, because they were threatening him, and the police the court was giving him so much injunction. They were one lefuka akiri. But then sọ pé no say. One day they went to Abuja. The jurisdiction based on they transferred the case to Abuja. But they offense content of court in already láti para ẹ̀. Ó ya wèrè tán sí court ni. Irú ìtí Mama Lọ́ládé lọ ṣe tí wọ́n gbé sí cell 23 minutes or 1 hour ní àti Gurexi tí wọ́n fi gbé wọn sínú cell pé wọ́n disturb nìkan. Already láti pààyàn. And walai, for me, mi ò ní parọ́ is wrong, I understand that is totally wrong, but I swear down, ìyẹn ni mo mọ̀ pé yes, ọmọ ìyá. Pé ní kíni, bí Gbadé ò ṣe ní owó, as he no get rich, that Gbadé no get wọ́n fowó lọ nkọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n fẹ́ dá case àbúrò ẹ̀. He said no. Justice for Timothy. And they got that justice, so. They got justice, so bí bóhun Mr. Kí lorúkọ máa yẹn kó máa jẹ burger nínú ẹ̀wọ̀n náà ló ṣàwàṣà. And he was sentenced to by capital punishment ni. Wọ́n ní kó lọ pa ni. Bóyá wọ́n máa yẹgi lé fún ni. Bóyá wọ́n máa amputate orí ẹ̀ ni. Bóyá wọ́n máa electrocute ẹ̀. But at least wọ́n máa pa. Ó dẹ̀ lè wá wà ńbẹ̀ 30 something years so kó tó di pé wọ́n pa o. But at least there's something that Gbade did. Ó dúró tán ni. Gbade níbikíbi tó bá wà, ẹ tún rírí ẹ̀ mọ́ nínú ilé yín o. Family tó dáa. Timothy gan á mọ̀ pé òun kú, òun lẹ́bí, àwọn ẹbí nìyẹn. Wọ́n ò lówó o. Tálíkà yan sorry Gbade mi ò fi bú yín, mo kàn sọ pé bí àwọn tó pa Timothy bí wọ́n ṣe lówó tó. Fálànà yìí wà lára àwọn tó gba justice fún Timothy o. Oríyọmí yìí wà lára àwọn tó gba justice fún Timothy o. Gbade tó jẹ́ pé kí wọ́n tó dé court báyìí ó ti wà ńbẹ̀, ó gbé fáìlì ni. Ìwé mélòó ni Gbade ṣe pé òun ṣe kíni? Àbúrò ẹ̀yẹn gógó ní brain. He's an accountant. Came to study to be a chartered accountant. Olú ọmọ ni wọ́n pa náà. Ìdílé kan nìyẹn. Ọmọ mẹ́ta. Ìyàwó ọmọdé báyìí ni ìyàwó ẹ̀. Wọ́n pa, ó ní ìyá, ó ní bàbá. Gbade kó tó kọ́lé fára ẹ̀, ó ti kọ́ ilé fún àwọn òbí ẹ̀ nínú village wọn yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀. Ní kinní kan máa ní ritualist yẹn ló gbà ẹ̀mí Gbade, ti gbàgbé orúkọ ragamuffin yẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ àsọ̀tọ̀ síbi tọ́rọ̀ wà. Tá bá sọ pé ká sọ ti eléyìí kó lọ, ẹ jẹ́ àbá ti bàbá Mohbad náà sọ̀rọ̀ pé ta ni ò bá kó má jẹun kó má ké pé ní ijó yìí o kí òun ní òun ò tí jẹun kó ní ẹ gbàgbé tó ń jẹ justice ni mo fẹ́ fún ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. That's why the judge said, then maybe you have something to hide. Ológbọ́n ló lè yé. That's why I like that part. Please read that part again. Let people hear it. Because a sane person, àwọn ò bá Adura sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń jẹ́ òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀. A sane person should be able to know pé èyí ṣe inú gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ yìí ṣé bí ẹ kó pa ẹ́ ṣá. Your older brother tó jẹ́ pé òun gogo ló ń tọ́jú gbogbo yín, including your mama tó bí yín. Gbogbo yín ta ni ò bá cooperate with the law to find justice for him tí ò bá kí ń ṣe ẹ̀yin. Ta ni àwa yìí gan by the side ni wá. Àwa mama support yín ni. Àwa mama wò pé àwọn ọmọ yìí ọmọ tó bá ṣípayá òun ni ìyá àti bàbá ń gbé. Àwa mama support yín ni. Bàbá Mohbad gan bá àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ sọ tó jẹ́ òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀. Ó dẹ̀ jẹ́ ìyá Mohbad ló ń kọ́ wọn pé kó má gbọ́ ni. We going Baba Mohbad gan wá excuse fún kíní níjọ́ tí Baba Mohbad lọ sọ́dọ̀ Oríyọmí. Bàbá yẹn sọ pé kíní tẹrí yẹn kí ló ra Àdúrà ó quiet. Ṣé quietness ni kí wọ́n má lè wá justice fún ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀? Come, even that Gbade you can tell is a quiet guy. Even you don't need to know Timothy. Do you know? Looking at his picture, he's a quiet guy too. You can tell. He's not any loud anything. He's a quiet guy. But not in the area of where they took the life of your brother suddenly. Or the demise of Mo that is... We don't understand. So you are in the house with him. You went to party concert with him. Thank God. I have an incident that happened to me one time. my immediate older brother. They were going out. My older brother and my older sister. So 2 people were going out. And I followed. They didn't know. I was only 6 years old then. They did not know that I followed. You know, they were crossing the road and they didn't know that me, I followed them. Next thing, car just picked me. Whoop! It was a Volkswagen. Car picked me. Bah! They heard the noise. You understand? They heard the noise and they knew that car had hit me, but they didn't know that I followed them. But they did not see me because the car kept moving. Because the car moved me. All this, my eyes that caught and everything, it was that accident. If you come close to me, you will see chopped eyes, stitched eye, everything. Is the car accident. So the car picked me and was moving with my face and going. And the man driving away, running away. Running away. He didn't want to stop because he was sure he has spied somebody. God then did it that I don't know how. I was young. You understand? How I detached myself from the car. By the time they detached me from the car, or I detached from the car, the man sped off. Guess what my older brother did? When everybody was, hey, you know, people were concerned about me. My mother, they come to call my mother. My mother was in the bathroom. I can never forget. I think she came out with soap, clothes, everything. Soap was on her body, everything. My leg had broken. Everything had broken. My brother thought I was spied, as in gone. But the only thing he did was he ran after that car. And the driver didn't know that my brother ran after that car. My immediate older brother. You can imagine how young he too was. Immediate older brother. He ran after that car. Guess what he did? He made sure, the car didn't know, because that my brother is very short. The car didn't know that the driver didn't realize that somebody was trailing him. And he packed into a compound and went inside. He was shocked when finally I was rushed to the hospital. My brother told my daddy, Daddy, I know who hit Kudi. Everybody was thinking it's, you know. He said, yes, I know who hit Kudi. I will take you there. My daddy, they carry police. Walai talai. Go and ask that man. I know throughout the days of his life, he regretted ever hitting and run. Hit and run, the woman. My blood brother made sure they brought that man to justice. The fact that he even run pained my father the more. Assuming I buy. You understand? That is it. That man will go scot-free, and my brother will never in his lifetime have a space in his heart, knowing fully well there was something he could have done to at least bring that person to book. I owe it to him. I owe it every time. If you see I love that my brother, I always love him every day. The love waxes stronger. Because I always think, if not for him, that person could just eat me and run. I moye eat and run, leko, that people are pie like that. That leg, I was at home for 6 good months. I had POP on leg, my hand everywhere like this. Olotu, esenye toni, esekon, gbogbo ekon. And that is the position. When they say blood is thicker than water, that is the position of a sibling. No matter what. Rí ogun ẹ̀ṣẹ̀. But tí àwọn eléyìí, to me, is what we call ọmọ ìyá Hausa. Because Please, Father Bossman, read that place again. Listen to what the judge said. I didn't know that this has happened in the court, and so it's very important that we listen to things. We have only heard hearsays, but this one is word for word. Please reread what happened the first day the inquest started. Please.
Okay. Thanks for holding up the time for me, Ekudi. That gave me enough time for me to get myself situated.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So the court said, let's take a date. Or do you feel that if we stand this matter down for about 30 minutes and you go and eat, will you be able to give any evidence? After 30 minutes, will you still go? You want to eat? We are here because we want justice for your brother. You should be able to take 1 or 2 questions, except you have something to hide.
Is the magistrate talking? No, please say who is saying it, please.
The magistrate, yes, the court talking now.
The court.
And then he responded. Adura responded, I have been here since morning. And the court said, matter is further adjourned to the 15th of November 2023 at 12 noon for further inquest. So that was the end of the inquest.
Did you people hear the last phase? No. Please start from where the argument of I've not eaten started. Let people understand. Some people are not getting what I'm trying to make them see there.
Mr. T.E. Olawale, I have sent my colleague to look for him, and I don't have his number. They are looking for Adura. That's when he disappeared from the court, you know. They were looking for him in the court. So that's when they said that I have sent my colleague to look for him, and I don't have his number. Then the court said, you should have informed him that the court does not wait. So his lawyer, Mr. Olawale, said, he was sitting here all along. Oh, he is here. Adura, are you comfortable in speaking in Yoruba or in English?
K-Crown, please, can you mute, please? K-Crown, can you mute?
You can mute K-Crown.
K-Crown, how do they do it?
Just press the yes, he's already muted.
Okay.
Right now.
Go ahead, please.
Mr. Olawale said, he was sitting here all along. Oh, yeah, he's here. Adura, are you comfortable in speaking in Yoruba or in English? Adura responded, for now, sir, I am not comfortable. I am really tired. I have been sitting here since like 3 hours, and I'm not feeling well. Then the court responded, that is the magistrate, responded, did you not know what you are coming here to do? Adura responded, that is Adura Loba. I knew what I was coming here to do. The court answered, you are telling the court that you are tired without even stepping into the box? Adura Loba responded, I am not feeling well. Like 4 days now, I am not feeling okay. The magistrate answered, what is wrong with you? Adura Loba responded, I don't even know. I have not eaten since morning. I have been sitting here for about 3 hours now. The magistrate responded, so if you eat now, you will be fine. In the next 30 minutes? Adura said, I am not sure. So Adura's lawyer, Mr. T.E. Olawale, said, my lord, like he has said, he is not in the right frame of mind. We shall be asking for a short date. The court responded, the magistrate, I do not want us to turn this case into a case we have to be keeping adjourning because this boy has to go back home to sleep. And if his family, his brother or his relations is saying he cannot, as they're referring to Mohbad, that you need to go sleep. You know, they use sleep for Mohbad. Yeah? You understand that part?
Repeat it.
I do not want us to turn this case into a case we have to keep adjourning because this boy has to go back home to sleep. And if his family, his brother, or his relations is saying he cannot, then I don't know.
So the judge was actually worried about Mohbad's corpse.
Yes.
That is, these people are not cooperating so that they can quickly bury the boy.
Yes, exactly. I don't know what to do. He is here. He needs to go back home to rest. Do not allow us to make mockery of his death. Adura responded, "Ma, I am very sick, ma." Then the magistrate said, "Let's take a date. Or do you feel if we stand this matter down for about 30 minutes and you go and eat, will you be able to give any evidence? After 30 minutes, will you still go? You want to eat? We are here because we want justice for your brother. You should be able to take 1 or 2 questions, except you have something to hide." Adura responded, "I have been here since morning." The court responded, "Matter is adjourned to the 15th of November 2023.
So I didn't even know that they begged Adura. He held the court hostage. Hostage in it. Shelo tabi pe o tie were in control. They were petting him like a baby, like almost 2 years old. You understand? Making him feel very important. Eh?
He said that day, that boy went outside to go and buy paraga. They call it, what's it call it? That paraga that they inside nylon, you know? They said that he was drinking that outside. Well, that's why they were looking for him.
Yeah, I don't know all those things. Mi ò mọ nǹkan tí wọ́n kí n ṣe gbọ́ nìyẹn ni àbí èwo lẹ ń pè.
Yeah, like Okokoro now.
Me.
All those, what's it call it? Those people in Lagos, they know what they call it.
Okay, Fenuja. Somebody wrote Fenuja. I didn't know that they even pet him. Even George was angry and cool and cold and trying to, you know. I didn't know. If not for this CTC, I didn't know that they even really, you know, pet him, made him feel important. What to psyche, what to ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ kò gbà náà, ó ní no, òun wà kíní kan, òun ò tí jẹun látàárọ̀. Sachet ogogoro. Okay. All right. Let's move on.
All right. Today, Wednesday, is 22nd day of November 2023. Before Corona Inquest Magistrate T.A. Shotobi Mace inquest into the death of late Ilerioluwa Oladimidi Aloba, aka Mohbad. The court. Good afternoon, everyone. We may proceed. With the greatest respect to Your Honor, T.E. Olawale, I appear for the family. With the greatest respect to Your Honor, C.S.E. Osibanjo, from Office of the DPP. My Lord, be pleased, sir, O.E. Akinde for the state. With almost humility to court, OSA, Aaron Mularo, appearing with me from Nigerian Bar Association. H.A. Ogunsono, Miss C.I. Elekwechi. Sorry if I can't pronounce your name from.
That's fine.
We humbly announce our appearance for Nigerian Bar Association. Respectfully, sir, Jennifer Nina, my lord, I announce my appearance for the deceased father, Aloba Joseph. May it please the court, OS, on Yanla Chi. My humble appearance is for the feeder, interested party. Excuse me.
Sorry.
Oh shit. Sorry, please. Sorry. Excuse me, okay. Adura, a big boy.
What happened?
The way he held them on stage, you know.
Me, I didn't even know. I didn't know that they gave him so much preferential treatment and attention. I didn't know. Sincerely, if not for this, I wouldn't have. I thought maybe it was just one sidelined, thing, and it was just very easy for him to. I didn't know they would George go binu to calm down, to pet here.
All right,
Okay.
I found it. Are you okay? So from feeder okay, maybe please the court. OS I my humble appearance is for the feeder interested party. May it please the court. David Nowola with me is Adura Bemi Fama Kinwa representing the entertainment community. We apologize to the absence of our other colleagues. The court, yes. Mrs. T.E. Olanwale, Your Honor, we have another witness, Aloba Adura. We are ready to proceed, subject to the convenience of the court. The court register, talking now. Do you understand English or Yoruba? Adura Aloba responded, Yoruba. They won't look at Yoruba. Yoruba here. Court register answered, are you a Christian or Muslim? Adura responded, Christian. Aloba Adura Bimi, in the witness box, a Christian sworn on oath on the Holy Bible to say that the truth and state in Yoruba. Examination by Mr. T.E. Olanwale. Question. Is Mr. T.E. Olanwale that is asking this question?
Yeah, I've written it down.
Right now. That's the page 251.
What's your Yoruba ni wo ma wa so báyìí?
I guess they're trying to transcribe it in English.
Okay. It was translated.
Question. Can you tell the Honorable Corona your name? Adura answered, Adura, Aloba, Adura Dim. Question. Your address? Adura responded, Orchard Estate. Question. What do you do for a living? Adura responded, DJ. I never knew Adura is a DJ.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Atkins. Okay, Adura is a DJ. I didn't know, but he's a musician now.
Question. Recall that on the 25th day of October 2023, you were before the Commission of Oaths of this honorable court. You deposed to an affidavit. Look at it. Is that it? Adura said yes. Question. What do you wish to do with it? Adura responded, I want it to be adopted as my evidence in this suit. The court replied, Witness, how
Thank you so
are you today? Adura Aloba responded, I am fine. The court asked, you are very fine, and you have eaten this morning? Mm-hmm. You do not have any stomach pain? I need you to face the court. Speak out and calm down. I can see a little bit of fear in you. You are well protected. You are not answerable to anybody. You are only answerable to the court. You don't have to look at anybody over there. You only have to look at the court. And I am sure my face is not scary. Look at me and calm down. If you need anything or at any point you are not feeling comfortable, let the court know.
If you need ice cream, Adura, tell us so our friend.
Do you understand? Adura said yes. The court responded, from the minute you start, every word you say and every action is being noted. You have to calm down so you can get justice. Are you all right? Are you ready? Adura said yes. Mr. T.
Thank you, Faith.
That would be all. That would be all. The court responded. The witness will the witness rating the position dated the 25th October 2023 is hereby adopted as the evidence of the witness. In this case, cross-examination by Mr. O.E. Akinde.
O.E.
O.E. Akinde. That's on page 252.
252.
Yes. Question. Aloba Adura. That is your name? Adura responded, yes. Question. Please, speak up so that everybody can hear. Do you know the person that died? Adura said, yes. Question. What is the name of the person that died? Adura said, Aloba Promise, a.k.a. Mubad. Question. Aloba Promise, Oladimeji. He died when? Adura said, September 12, 2023. Question. That day that he died, September 12, 2023, can you remember that day very well? Adura responded, yes. Question. On the morning of that day, where were you? Adura responded, I was at home. Question. What was Aloba Oladimeji promised? Where was Aloba Oladimeji promised? Adura responded, he was in the room. Question. In the same building? Adura responded, yes, in the same building. Different rooms. Question. That's the same day a certain nurse came to treat him? Adura said, on that September 12th, then the court interrupted. You are not allowed to use yeah. It is yes or no. You are before the court and you are here for a purpose. You really have to speak. You really have to speak out.
So they were correcting him from talking like area. Only call yes or no, not yeah, you. Correct. Or nigga. Sorry, or TikTok. Sorry, I'm not very on.
This is the worldwide interest, and it is pertaining to your brother.
Amen, Lillian.
This is the worldwide interest, and it is pertaining to your brother. This is why I am telling you to look at the court. You are not answerable to anybody. You have to speak out. Question by Mr. O.E. Akinde. Grateful to the court again. That was the day someone came to the house to treat him? Adura said yes. Question. That morning, the reason the person came to treat him was because he has an injury? Adura said yes. That injury from what we have heard before my Lord was sustained 2 days at an event here in Ikorodu? Adura said yes. Question. Were you in that event at Ikorodu? Adura said, yes, I was there. Question. Let's go to that event. Okay? Okay, Adura said, okay. Question. Your brother came to perform at Ikorodu that day? Adura said, yes. Question. Can you tell my Lord the time you left the house at Lekki and when you got to Ikorodu? Adura responded, we left in the afternoon. I do not know the precise time. Question. If you don't know when you left, when did you get to Ikorodu? Adura responded, it was in the evening. Question. Around what time? Adura said, I cannot tell the time. Question. What time did your brother perform? Adura said, around 9 p.m. Question. How long was his performance? Adura responded, like 1 hour. Question. When he was performing, where were you? Adura said, I was on the stage with him. Question. When he was performing, was he stationary or he was moving? Adura responded, he was moving about. Question. So he was excited. So he was exerting some energy, bubbling, full of life. Adura said, yes, sure. Question. All this while, did he say he had headache or he was tired or weak? Adura responded, no, and shaking his head side to side. Question. When he finished his performance, did he complain of any tiredness or weakness? Adura said no. Question. So, he was full of life even at the point he finished performing? Even at the point he finished performance? Adura said yes. Question. When he finished performing and he left the stage, what were the sets of things? What happened? What happened up to the point that you left the venue? Adura responded, what happened was that after the show, the same Prado we came with CY, Mubad, and one of his friends with Prime Boy, and I was in the second Prado with DJ and one of his friends. USA Omola Aramula talking right now. My lord, the witness should speak out. He is just busy talking to himself. And if we rely on the interpretation alone, he might deny not saying that. But if he says it loud and we can all hear him, we can hold him to whatever he says. The court is speaking right now. Have you heard what they have said? I am sure you know I am not using a microphone. And the last person seated here can hear my voice. I need you to speak out. If you speak out well, we will be able to end this matter quickly. We need to hear you loud and clear. By Mr. O.E. Akinde, you were at the point saying you were in the second Prado, and you mentioned Prime Boy, your brother. Who else was in that Prado? You said there were two Prado. You mentioned Prime Boy and your brother, and apart from those two, who were in the second Prado? Adura responded, CY, Spending, Mobile, Prime Boy, Tarusha. Question, all these people were in that first Prado? Adura responded, yes. Question, at the last sitting, when Cynthia Wunmi was before the Lord, I asked this same question and he didn't mention all these other people. Are you sure all these other...
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, please. Yeah, I think you should bring up your voice. Yeah, so all these other people that were mentioned, Wunmi did not mention it. That's number one discrepancies.
Yeah, a call came in. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right. Okay, question. At the last sitting when Cynthia Wunmi was before my Lord, I asked the same question and she didn't mention all these other people. Are you very sure all these other people all these other people we were in that very same I meant we're in that same Prado?
Mm-hmm.
He said yes, they were there. So the court interjected. The court said, which Prado was Wunmi, the wife of the deceased? Adura responded, the same Prado with Mubad. So the court asked again, what is the capacity of the Prado? Adura said 5. The court asked again, can you list the people again? Adura responded, Darusha, CY, Mobad, Prime Boy, Spending. The court asked again, you did not call the wife's name? Adura responded, CY, that is what we call her. Mr. O.E. Akinde, you have been told there was a fight between your brother and Prime Boy. That is Mr. Akinde, lawyer Akinde, answering this question. Adura said yes. Question. Where were you when they had that altercation? Adura said, I was not there when the fight happened. But before the fight happened, Prime Boy came to meet me and he called me to come, but I did not answer him. So he got angry and went back to meet Mubad. And from there, I left the second Prado and strolled out. And by the time I came back, I heard they had fought. And after that, I noticed there was bleeding in Mubad's hand. I just strode out. The court speaking now. Is this the best of your voice? This is the way you talk? Adura said, yes, this is the way I talk. The court answered. The court asked again. You are saying that at the moment your brother and Prime Boy had a fight, you weren't there? Adura said, I wasn't there. Question. But when you came back, all these people that you mentioned now, were they there? Adura said, they were there. Question. I want to call out some names, and I want you to tell me if they were the same people. You said Darusha was there? Adura said, yes. Question. Darusha is Adeyemo Buluwatife? Adura said, yes. Question. Where was Olanrewaju Idris Ade Doja? Adura said, the second Prado. Question. Aderonti Adiola, that is West? Adura said, second Prado. Question. Sultan? Adura said, second Prado. Question. So all those other people that I just mentioned, did they stroll with you, or they were in the vehicle when you left? Adura said, we were not in the same place that time. I was the only one that left there. The people I mentioned were there. Question. This is what I want to hear from you. You have mentioned the people in the first Prado, and I have mentioned some people to you, and you have confirmed they are in the second Prado. You walked away. I am asking, when you left, these other people, were they in the vehicle or they all left? Adura responded, after the show, we were not together in the Prado. We were just two. West and I were in the second Prado. Question. So when you walked away, where was West? Adura said, in the Prado. Question. That means West witnessed the fight. Adura responded, I do not know. Question. When you came back and you met these other people with your brother, the vehicle glass at that time was broken? Adura said yes. Question. Did they tell you how the glass got broken? Since that time and today, you are before my Lord. Have you found out how the glass got broken? Adura said yes. Question. Recount to us how were you told the glass got broken? Adura responded, I heard that Prime Boy and Mobad had a fight, and Mobad hit the glass and he got injured. Question. You said the first paddle had 5 people. Where was the driver? Adura said, he was there. Question. So the driver sat all through this incident? Adura responded, he was outside the car. Question. If you are saying the driver was not seated, he was outside, from the information that CY Wunmi Cynthia gave us, she said your brother turned round and came to where Prime Boy was seated. That means when he came out around, from what you are saying now, the driver saw him because he was standing outside. And he also heard and saw everything that happened between Prime Boy. Between him and Prime Boy. And I said, I cannot say so. Question. It is just natural if you think naturally. If somebody is standing outside, this gentleman and this lady now come to stand beside me. That means I would have seen whatever was happening. I said yes. Question. What is the name of the driver? Adura responded, I do not know his name. Question. Between when this unfortunate issue happened and today, have you had any contact with the driver? Adura said no. Question. So by the time he took you to that event, you have not had any contact with him? Adura said no. Question. Who told you? Okay. Question. Who do you think will have the name of the driver? Adura said DJ Bami. Question. What is his name? Adura said Adishibiri Sultan. Question. With the kind permission of my Lord, we will be asking that the driver who witnessed how that fight came about should be present before my Lord. We are requesting for his presence.
Can you imagine? So they requested the driver's presence. Who will produce the driver?
The court. What's his name? Mr. O.E. Yakinde. He said his name is Adishibiri Sultan. That can give us. He said it is Adishibiri that can give us the name. The court answered. Finish first. So the court asked, let's go back home now. After this incident at the show in Ikorodu, how long did it take you to move from back home? Adura said, Adura Lova responded, 2 hours, 30 minutes. Question. Our show was on Sunday. On Saturday, Adura said, hold on. Question. That show was on Saturday. Adura said yes. No, that show was not there. Adura said yes.
It was on Sunday. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That show was on Saturday. Adura said yes. Question. Did you get home that same Saturday or Sunday? Adura said, that show was on Sunday. Question. Are you sure it was on Sunday? Adura said yes. Question. When did you get home? Sunday night or Monday morning? Adura said Monday morning. Question. But your brother got injured on Sunday morning? Adura said yes. Why is this guy contradicting like this? How can mobile get injured on Sunday morning? All right. Question. But your brother got injured on that Sunday morning? Adura said yes. Question. When did the nurse that came to treat him come to the house? When did the nurse that came to treat him come to the house? Adura said on Tuesday. Question. That would be allowed. That would be okay. That would be how many days after he suffered that injury Adura said 2 days. Question. Between the day he got home on the Monday to when this unfortunate incident happened, was any form of therapy, first aid, or medical attention given to that injury? Adura said, we did not do anything. We just used wipes to clean the blood stain. Question. When you got home and up to date, this unfortunate incident happened, how was your brother? Adura said, I can't say how he was feeling, but he said he needed a nurse. Question. You were with him on stage when he performed. Adura nodded up and down. He nodded his head up and down. Question. You have said he did not say he was weak or tired. Now, between when he got home and up to the day he said he needed a nurse, was he getting weak? Was he complaining of body weakness, headache, body pain? Was there a deterioration of his health? Adura said no. Question. So he was still firm, hale, strong, and good to go? Adura said yes. Question. So why was he asking for the nurse? Adura responded, because of his injury, so that they can treat it. Question. I disagree you from this sitting that is your friend Bami, that when the nurse came and there were some reaction, he left the house with the nurse to get some medication. Is that what really happened? Adura said yes. Question. So when they left, where were you? Adura said, I quickly went to get cab. Question. No. Did you leave the house when they left or you were still in the house? Adura responded, I was staying in the house for about 5 minutes. Question. When the nurse came in, who was the one that attended to her from the door? Because bringing her to move her. When the nurse came in, who was the one that attended to her from the door before bringing her to move her? Adura responded, I distributed Sultan. Question. Who was your first contact? What was your first contact with the nurse? Or you have never had any contact? Adura responded, I have seen the nurse. Question. Was it at the point of administering or the point of getting set off and getting set to administer? When was the first time you saw the nurse? Adura responded, he said, it was when she came in that I saw her. Question. Where were you when you saw her? Adura said, I was in the kitchen. Question. Did she come to the kitchen? Adura said, she sat in the parlor.
Mama. Thank you.
Question. So you left the kitchen and you saw her? Adura said yes. Question. What was the next time? What was the next time that happened? What was the next thing that happened? What was the next thing that happened? Adura responded, Bami took her upstairs to the room to treat him. Question. When the nurse was treating your brother, well, were you there? Adura said no. Question. So whatever happened between you, your brother, and the nurse was not to your knowledge? Adura said, Adura shakes his head side to side. Question. So when your brother was reacting to the medication given by the nurse, Where were you? Adura responded, Sylvia called Bami and I that we should come upstairs, that she doesn't know what is happening, and that she just lay on the floor. And I ran upstairs, and when we got there, we poured water on him so he can be calm, and he was behaving somehow on the floor. It was from there that the nurse and Bami went to get something. I think drink. Question. Adishabiri and the nurse left. What was happening to your brother? Describe. There was no medical person to attend to him. The nurse had left. What was going on? So Adura said, we carried him from the room. He was given injection to his... Okay. He answered, we carried him from the room. He was given injection to his wife's room.
Please, I'm confused. Can you come again?
He answered, we carried him from the room. He was given injection to his wife's room, and we were fanning him to calm down. And when we did not see changes, I went outside to get a cab to get him to the hospital. Question. He himself was he saying that he had pain or on his back? Sorry, there was some type of error there.
Go ahead, please.
He himself, was he saying that he had pain or his back, or he was not making any noise? As I said, he did not say anything. He was just moving on the floor and he vomited. Answer. He did not say anything. He was just moving on the floor and he vomited. And I said, he was not saying anything about having anything. So he was not saying anything that he having any pain. And I said, he was not saying anything. Question. Was he crying? The reason I am saying this is because you were the last set of people to see last alive. You had contact with him. You could describe what you were seeing. You were not there. Adura responded. He was just moving on the floor and he vomited. And we took him to his wife's room for him to calm. And when there was no changes, we went downstairs to get a cab to take him to the hospital.
Could that be the video we saw where his hands? I'm just thinking out loud. Sorry.
We get there.
I'm just thinking that was there. Could that be where they now start videoing him? I'm just thinking out loud. Go ahead, please.
Question. Now, Adishabiri, the nurse, were off. You were there. Cynthia was there. Who else was in the house with you? Adura said, West and OJ. Question. These two, what were they doing? Adura said, they were downstairs. They went to check how we can get a cab. Question. So when Wunmi made a call for help, these two did not come? Answer. The two were with Wunmi. Question. This is what I am saying. You were in the kitchen, the nurse. You were in the kitchen, the nurse. Your brother and your wife were upstairs, and at a point, the wife made a call for help, and only you and Adishabiri went. Where were the other two? What were they doing? Why were they not with you? Adura responded, they were downstairs. Question. Who called their attention such that when it was getting to the critical moment, they came up? Who called them? Adura said, nobody called them. They came upstairs. Question, you and these other two gentlemen left to look for a cab? Adura said, I was the only one that went to get a cab. Question, so these other two were with Mobile and wife? Adura said, yes. Question, but when you were going to the hospital, so let me just pause right there. So what Adura is saying right now is like West and OJ were there. Those other West, that guy, and the one that was saying Mobile is dead, they were there when Mobile died. So why didn't they should bring them to court? Why would we hear
Wunmi
about
didn't
them?
even. You know, we have all been asking that who are the people in the car? Those people in the car, especially that one that came out to cry and said, Mohbad is by. You understand? We have been asking.
That they were there. They were in the house.
Yeah, that's what he's saying here now. But we it seem like everything we got to know is from the inquest now, because we in fact, you know, Wunmi didn't mention even spending was in the car. Darosha was in the car. You know, we were not aware until later, and it was not from Wunmi. We originally heard it from them. Even Darosha, we didn't know until we did not
hear it from Darosha. You remember? That?
No, it was spending that spread the news.
This guy has himself.
Spending.
Remember, spending himself.
Yeah. So this particular guy, I don't know, this guy. This is the guy they are talking about. Till tomorrow, I don't know. Maybe it's the West or is the...
No, it's not the West. The West is the Dada guy.
The Dada guy. So who is this?
One is, what's they calling his name?
I'm doing live.
I don't know. I don't have his name. His name is, if I get to remember...
No, but you just mentioned his name now.
OJ. Yes, OJ.
OJ. Yeah, this is OJ. So this is the guy that they call OJ. He was the one that announced the demise of Mo. He was the one that announced the demise of Mo. This guy. Till tomorrow, is he not supposed to have gone to inquest? He's among the people that should be... They are suspects.
Yes, sir.
He's meant to be there. This one and the Dada guy that wasn't... He had emotion, expressionless face. The Dada guy. He had Dada on his head. Yeah, those two people, they're supposed to be there. They are suspects, even though they will be taken as witnesses alongside Adura and Wunmi and co. Please go ahead.
Something just not right in the police investigation. Something's not right.
How can this guy not be? Meanwhile, Darosha said it that, I mean, that said Darosha, this guy said it, Adura said it that they were, because, you know, we've asked, where are these people? When and how did they get involved in this matter? You understand? So now it's clear now that they were all in the house. So they are all potential prime suspects. Do you understand? They were all in the house. So why weren't they all interrogated in the first place? Okay, they've interrogated. They are supposed to be in the inquest. All of them. All of them. They are the ones that video Mo. Where Mo. Maybe it was already by already. Because that video, till tomorrow, that video not clear. Go ahead, please. Right. So his name is OJ. Then the other one with the dreadlock is West.
It's West. The guy with the dread is West.
They were the ones that laid more on their lap in the middle. You know, tomorrow we don't, in the car, where the nurse and who was driving, we don't know. Where Wunmi sat, we don't know. Where the nurse sat, we don't know. We only saw West and OJ, and Mo was on there. So definitely Darosha was at the back.
I don't know. I think I don't know where I heard it from. I learned that the neighbor that gave them the car, according to their story. And the name of that neighbor that was driving them to the hospital was his name is James. I'm not sure. I heard that his name is James. Somehow. I stand to be correct.
Wrong.
All right. It's a question. So these other two were with Mobile and his wife. Adura said yes. Question. But when you were going to the hospital yourself, these other two gentlemen and the nurse and Wunmi were with him in the vehicle that went to the hospital. Adura said yes.
Oh, okay.
Adura just confirmed that incident that those guys just confirmed the guys in the vehicle.
That what? Sorry, please come again.
Okay.
Please come again. What did you say? They said they are flagging. Keep tapping.
Let me read that part. Hold on. Question. But when you were going to the hospital yourself, these other two gentlemen and the nurse and Wunmi were with him in the vehicle that went to the hospital? Adura said yes. Question. In the vehicle of that your neighbor, what was he saying? He answered. Adura said he did not say anything. So now I said Adura just confirmed that the names of those people in the vehicle that video clip that we saw, nobody is there. Just confirmed them. So they were in the house.
It's West OJ.
Coming from the house to go to the hospital. They were on the way to the hospital.
It's not clearer to us now.
Now, yes. They've not said, we don't hear all these things. Okay.
So Wunmi was in the car, OJ, West,
now, we have
and Darosha.
The one sitting in the front seat.
And the nurse.
OJ, West, Adura was on the other side. And there was one male Mubasase. And the driver of the neighbor.
So it was the driver now that said Mohbad's hand is cold. Remember that Wunmi said driver said hand is cold. So it's the driver that is tenant too, along with also a tenant too.
Yeah. Who is the tenant? What are you talking about?
Is their neighbor, is he not a tenant too in the house?
No, they said the second house.
So the second, is it the owner of the house? He's a tenant too now.
Okay, I don't know. I thought you were talking about their own house.
No, he's a tenant. I want tenant in the gbogbo one. We have continue. Tenant in the pay or Mohbad code. Okay. He's a neighbor. I know.
Okay.
But we didn't see Adura in the video.
In the vehicle of that your neighbor, what was he saying? He said he did not say anything. Question. When you were taking him out of the house to put him in that vehicle, I need you to be as honest as you could ever be. Was he still alive or he was dead? Adura responded, we were still doubting because of the way he was. He was not balanced. Question. This is what I'm asking you. You rushed out to get a cab. A vehicle was out. Who were the people carrying him inside the vehicle? Adura responded, it was the two. Question. Give me their names. Adura said, West and OJ. So West and OJ, they were the one rushing Mohbad into the vehicle. How come they never mentioned all these things all this while? Those people that went to the inquest. Question. Give me their name. He said West. Adura said West and OJ. Question.
So in all of this, where was DJ Bami?
DJ Bami and the nurse went to the pharmacy to get some drugs or medication.
Yeah, but I understand that. So in the car, DJ Bami wasn't with them.
Yeah, it wasn't with them. Yeah. DJ Bami and the nurse met them on the way. They not joined them.
No, you can't guess. We can't do that. No.
Wunmi said that now. Wunmi said that they met them on the way.
The how? They met them where?
He said after they've already put themselves in the car.
Uh-huh.
Then the Bami joined them at the back, and then the nurse joined Wunmi on the front seats. And they squeezed themselves into the car.
Okay.
I want them see, jury. This is a series, so that we can all be on the same page. All right. So in case if we have to ask questions, you can always, put us through. So we need your attention to be your attention is needed. So they ask, where were you when they were carrying him inside the vehicle? Adura responded, I was the one that went to look for a car. The neighbor was the second person. It was CY that went to call him. Question. That is the vehicle you went for. When you came back, they were already putting him in the neighbor's vehicle? Adura said yes. Question. From what you just said, he was in the back. Again, I need you to describe where was he seated. Adura responded, 3 of us sat at the back. And we put him on our lap. Me, OG, and West. And his wife sat at the front. Question. Where was the nurse? Adura said, the nurse was with Bami. Question. Bami and the nurse were not in the vehicle. Well, the question. Bami and nurse were not in the vehicle? Adura said no. Question. How many vehicles went to the hospital you were taking him to? Adura said 1. Bami was in the car. The nurse wasn't.
Go ahead, please.
How many vehicles went to the hospital you were taking him to? Adura responded 1. Bami was in the car. The nurse wasn't. Question. When you got to the hospital, was the nurse in the hospital? Was the nurse in the hospital? Adura said yes. You can do your post now. I expect you to say something now.
No, I want to find maybe the nurse entered Okada to join them.
Okay.
I'm only calm. At least they are questioning him. I want to see where it will lead us to.
So when you got to the hospital, was a nurse in the hospital?
Sorry, one moment. My children will eat. The noise. This is not a studio. This is my home, residential home. That's why you are hearing para. I want mommy fair journey. Go ahead, please.
How many vehicles? You said when you get to the hospital, was the nurse at the hospital? Adura said yes. Question. How did she get to the hospital? I think it wasn't audible. They did not hear what he was saying. I don't know when she went with. I don't know who she went with. But I met her at the house. I met her at the first hospital.
Meanwhile, Wunmi said they were in the car together. She was praying, calling people. Nurse description. So why Wunmi said in her own that the nurse was with her. They were in the car because what was the nurse doing? She said she was calling maybe people to pray, for more, like something had gone wrong. So I don't understand that part.
Hold on, I don't know. Pam Moro. You said that they took Mubad. You said Wunmi and the nurse left with Keke. What do you mean by Keke? Is it Okada or Keke? It was Keke. Why he took Mubad away away in Lexus? Well, let's continue here. So, question. Let me see if you can fill in the gap. You were giving me an impression to us that the nurse was not in the vehicle. Was she there or was she not there? Adura said she was in the car. Question. Where was she sitting? Adura responded, she and CY sat at the front seat. At the front. Question. That means 4 of you sat at the back? Adura said, yes. The nurse and CY sat at the front. All right.
Okay.
Question.
Okay, so he was confused at first also.
Yeah. Question. How was your brother? Can you feel that he was breathing? He was still alive or he was dead? Adura responded, at that time, he was still breathing because we were touching his chest and he was still breathing. And by the time we got to the Orchard Road, the driver said his hand was cold and he was not sure he was still breathing. Question. The driver said he was doubting if he was still breathing. Adura said yes. Question. How many of you heard him say so? Adura said all of us in the vehicle. Question. What was your reaction when you heard someone said that he doubted this person was still breathing? Adura said, at that time, there was traffic and immediately we got a bike to take him to the hospital so that he could be fast. Question. What is the name of your neighbor that assisted and later made that statement? Adura said, Abaga.
So that's a good question. Who was with Liam? So did they take Liam?
We said yes. We said William was with her. With the nurse in the
So 3 people sat in the front. So 3 people sat in front.
Yes.
Okay. So that's it. I don't think that's very relevant anyway.
They said the name of that neighbor that took them whatever his name is Abaga. That's the name of the neighbor. Abaga.
Who said so?
Adura said the name of that neighbor that took them. Those are where Boba's hand is getting cold. His name is Abaga.
Abaga. Okay.
Abaga, if you can hear this video, where have you been? Abaga. You need to show your face. Question. My Lord, with this kind permission of my Lord, with the kind permission of my Lord, we will be requested for this person. See? So they even requested for that guy.
Abaga too. So yeah. All of them. Kosentowa. So pending. I'll just write this down. See West, Abaga, OJ. Okay. All right. CY, Abaga, OJ. So this is the driver of the Lexus. I don't know if it's Lexus, so I don't know. West, OJ. Okay. So the nurse definitely, we are yet to see her in the nurse Ishara. Okay, go ahead, please.
My Lord, with the kind permission of my Lord, we will be requested. Will be requested for the person, for this person.
So the request.
So the guy said, "I think we have had enough. They have all said the same thing, that this is what happened." The court now asked, Mr. OE
They
Akinde,
requested
my
the
lord,
driver
I want to ascertain.
that took them from the concert.
I want to ascertain if the gentleman was sure that he had. Mr. OE Akinde, my lord, I want to ascertain if the gentleman was sure that he had died. The courtman said, all the witnesses have said the same thing. They have said when they were in the car, the driver made a comment that his hand, there was an allegation that there was something wrong with the person. Mr. O.E. Akinde, as my lord pleases, when the traffic incident occurred, who and who were on the bike that took him to the hospital? Adura answered, OG and Bami. OG sat on the bike and we put Mo on his lap so he can be balanced, and CY and I took another bike. Mr. O.E. Akinde, speaking now. When you arrived at the hospital and he was received by the doctor on duty, was he taken to the ward? Adura said yes. Question, were you in the ward with the doctor? Adura said, I was not allowed to stay. I was outside. Question, but could you see what the doctor were doing from where you were standing? Adura said, no, I did not see what they did. Question, how long was it between your arrival and when the doctor turned to say, please
I beg to interject there. I am still, because normally in cases like this, I don't know if I am the only one that is still saying, how possible is it for a man as tall as Mo, whom they say was already cold, so what fi zombie, báwo wọ́n ṣe gbé Mo sórí bike, not na pep àbí kí lẹ máa pe kẹ̀kẹ́ máa wà, báwo ni wọ́n ṣe tí wọ́n fi gbé Mo sórí bike? Ṣé ó jókòó ni? Ẹni tí, as far as Adura and as the way the explanation is, as if pé Mo ti wà in coma, so they put him on bike, and you know, and so I still can't, I still do not, I can't understand this part. That part is bothering me. I have questioned it when Cynthia Wunmi was giving her testimony, and I'm still questioning that again when Adura, as he's giving his I'm still questioning it. I still cannot understand how they placed Mo on a bike.
God bless you, man. Now, this is another thing, man. At what point, when the driver of the car looked back and then he saw Mohbad and he said, his hand is cold, though, that maybe he has given up. Was it after or before that they put Mohbad on a bike? Mohbad is probably 5'9" or 5'9.5" or something. Now, if the size of this guy that they said he was on a bike with him, there is no way they will have Mohbad. Hello?
Yeah,
There's no way.
I can hear you now, Lagata.
Because like a network, Lagata, is bad. Oh, mommy, I want to fries. Normally, woman low kidney one, but I think they want it fried. Let me quickly use the loo. Hey, Shadeki, sorry. Mommy. Emma, sorry, you know. Understand it.
Lagata, are you there?
Maybe the network. I'm coming. Continue to talk out.
No, we've been talking about how is it possible for them to even put a mobile on the bike? And number two, was there any bike at that time flying the area, I mean Lagos State at that time? And people in Lagos State, in Lekki, yeah, do you still see, is this possible for a car that to be flying around the street of Lekki as at that time, as that period of time? Now, if you're telling me that you stop one bike, I understand. But you're not saying you stop two bikes. That means you're telling us that means other bikes are still flying the street of Lekki, which I know that is very illegal. So it's making it to be unbelievable for you to stop two bikes at the same time. Come on, man. I don't think there's bike, because only bike is only dispatchers and all that. So you're not saying that you stop two bikes? Alright, we need to look into that part. We really need to look into that part. Two bikes? I don't know. I guess Rekita is in the call. What happened is like your network went on.
No, someone is trying to call me. All this Niger call. Sorry. Am I audible now?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So, somebody, before you left, Mama D, somebody said,
is there Okada still flying that area in Lekki?
No.
Even if they said that they stop one Okada, I'll believe that. But they saying that they stop two Okadas at the same time. So they're telling me that others Okadas are still flying that road, that area in Yekudi. It is making me to now start doubting that they even stop Okada. Because they're saying that they stopped two Okadas. That means on that time, those Okada were actually operating illegally in Lagos. Am I audible? You stop two Okadas at the same time. Am I audible? Yeah, we can hear you like a bird.
All right, let me bust the brain. Somebody corrected me earlier. Mama D, thank you very much. Mobad is 6.3, a 6-footer on that bike. Is it should have just lied that it's Marua.
Because if they have said Marua, we know, from when I heard Wunmi say in that, saying that they called Okada and they said his hand was already cold. So meaning, as far as they understood, he was already in coma or in law. You understand? He was already by. Do you get? My question still remains: how will you bring? How possible? Which Okada? If let's assume Okada still shuttles Lekki, because I can tell you in Ikeja, Okada doesn't operate in Ikeja anymore.
No, even in Lekki.
But I'm not. I can't explain there. Yeah.
You know how you can find out. The way forward is that I'm expecting the PI officer that they need to hire the legal team need to go to the two hospitals.
I question that Okada.
They have been. For Osman, they have been, and that is a part of defense, whatever. They have it.
All right. They have it. I'm expecting they should not tell us that they don't.
No, they have it. They have it. Bossman, let me bust your brain.
No, before you people bust each other's brain, I just want to say to me, I totally disagree with that Okada story. That Okada story.
Okada story is not legit.
I'm not taking it on board. I'm just saying it so that she too, she and CTC, Ibenye, go walk. Go walk.
After that Mobad case, Yekudi, there was an incident that happened. Lagos State Governor was passing by, and there was some Okada. He parked.
Soldier.
And ordered them to be arrested.
Soldier.
And the one soldier was part of it.
Yeah, it's true. They banned Okada in Lagos State.
In Lagos State, the first place that banned Okada was in Lekki. And it was because the Okada people used to steal. They used to snatch bag.
And dangerous driving.
They were escaped and dangerous driving, and they were escaped through the Okada. So the issue of the Okada, that was not.
They've stopped them in Lagos. Me, I can say.
Ikeja have stopped Okada. Ajawe said that stop Okada. It's not Lekki. Lekki was the first place.
So ibẹ̀ ni mo ṣe in question that I'm still waiting for somebody to put me through. That as long as that guy is still, as they've assumed he was spy, so how will they put him on? Definitely they can't bend him to sit. How will they raise his leg?
You couldn't even cut the whole thing again. That place that I saying that they pick up Okada is not a busy road. It's the highway, as a normal busy road of Lekki. So where even police, we can stop you, anybody can stop you. It's not in the corners of the street of the estate. It's on the busy road of Lekki. How is it possible?
Mo ṣá ń ro, mo ti ro gan o. Mo ti ro bẹ́yẹn. Now Adura have said the same thing, and I kick against it. Okay, go ahead, please continue.
If you want to come up, you can come up if you have it better. You want to tell us something about that place?
No, can you continue, please?
All right. Okay, so as they ask, when you arrived at the hospital and you was received by the doctor on duty, was he taken to the ward? He said yes. Adura said yes. Question: were you in the ward with the doctor? Adura said, I was not allowed to stay over. I was outside. Question: but could you see what the doctor were doing from where you were standing? Adura said, no, I did not see what they did. Question: how long was it between your arrival and when the doctor came to say this person has died? Adura said, about 15 to 20 minutes.
Please, can you bring up your voice? We can't hear you, please. Are you tired? Bele, Bele. Drink water, please, Bele. Bele.
Question: can you hear me now? Am I audible?
Yeah, audible now.
Louder?
Yeah.
Well, you did not see what the doctor were doing? Adura said no. Question: whose decision was it that he should be taken to another hospital when the doctor said he has died? Adura said it was Darosha. Bami called Darosha and Darosha said no, that we should take him to another hospital. Question: when you left the house for the first hospital, Darosha was not with you? Adura said no. Question: how long did it take him from wherever he was coming to come and meet you? Adura said 15 minutes. Question: where was your brother while you were waiting for Darosha to arrive? Adura responded, he was where he was. Question: did he...
Can I interject there? Wunmi said, anyway, even though I don't know if this really matters, because you remember when Wunmi was giving, she said, they asked her, why did you people, what happened that you people went to the... She said she wasn't sure that it was already... Okay, it could be that it was... but Wunmi said she was the one that suggested that they take him to...
Exactly, yeah.
So I don't know how Adura, what is Adura's own? And you know, the fact that they are even discussing it, the way they are talking, as if they are carrying a dog, put him on Okada, you understand? Big Aja, you know, Okada, Awagbelo, Awagbelo by Wukosha and Be Mobad could be bird to pie. Go ahead, please.
Question: did he arrive within the minutes you spent there and the doctor said he had died, or 15 minutes after the doctor said he had died before he arrived? Darosha said 15 minutes after the doctor said he has died. Question: when the doctor pronounced to you that he died, were they attending to him again, or they left his body and moved on? Answer: Adura said they were still with him there. Question: you said the doctor said he had died. What treatment were they giving to the dead body? Adura said the nurses were still with him. Question:
Were they administering any medication or they were just preparing his body for the morgue? Adura said, they did not do anything on his body. They were not treating him since they said he was dead. Question. The doctor pronounced him dead and they did not apply any new medication, attention to him, and it took 15 minutes for this person to arrive, and you now want to take him to another hospital? Adura nodded his head up and down. Question. So those of you that agreed to take him, how was he? Did you see any sign of life in him? Adura, at the point you were leaving that hospital, are you sure your brother had died? Adura said yes. Question. What then was the point of going to the second hospital if you were aware that your brother died? Adura said, I was still doubting if he had died, and asking what happened. Answer, I was still doubting if he had died, and asking what happened, and we took him to another hospital. Question, between the first hospital and the second hospital, how many minutes did it take you to go to the hospital, second hospital? Adura responded, about 20 minutes. Question. So it took additional 20 minutes to get to the hospital, to the second hospital. So we are counting about 20 minutes now. It took about 20 minutes to arrive at the hospital. We spent about 20 minutes for the doctor to announce him he's dead. We spent another 20 minutes made for Darusha to come, and it took another 20 minutes to arrive at the hospital. At this second hospital, how long did it take before the doctor announced to you that he had died? Answer, immediately we got there, like 1 minute. Question, the moment you were arriving, they told question, the moment you were arriving, they told you don't bother? Answer, the moment we got there, they said the person we brought had died since. I'm going to read that part again.
Yes.
Page 273. Page 273. They said, question, the moment you were arriving, they told you don't bother? Adura responded, the moment we got there, they said the person we brought had died since. Question. So the doctor you met said he had died for a long period than when you were just bringing him? Adura said yes. Question. That more or less corroborated what the first doctor said. If you collaborated the numbers of time you waited for Darusha to come and the time you got to the hospital, he had died for a long time? Adura said, I do not understand. Question. The court by the court. Mr. Akinde, what I am saying is this. The doctor said the person you had brought had died for a long time. He wasn't dying in their presence. He had died for a while. I am saying that statement of the second doctor, if you factor the timing of when he was brought in and you were with him, when you arrived at the second hospital, indeed, he had died for quite an hour. I say yes. Wow.
Okay, so the calculation is now between when they took it from the house to the hospital or between the first hospital and the second hospital. So when they say since, it's not like hours. They mean between where and where now. In your calculation
like
and from the explanation, Adura.
Adura said yes, and that also corroborates what the first doctor said, and you also affirmed that you believe that by the time they were telling you at the first hospital, indeed he had died. Adura said yes.
So he died from home, I mean from the car, okay, or in the car or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So we want to tie all this up. Now, the death of your brother, if we play it back, was due to that injury which he sustained at the show and the reaction of the medication applied by the nurse. Adura said, I can't say. Before that show, was he showing any sign of weakness, tiredness, or loss of life? Adura said no. He was very healthy. Adura said yes. The event of that night, of that show, particularly the injury he suffered, the medication is reacted to, was what led to you guys taking him to the hospital. And unfortunately, he was pronounced dead. Is that the consequence of events, or sequence of events, or there were some other event that happened that ultimately, the write-up was a little bit.
Don't worry, go ahead.
Ultimated in his death, and he said there was nothing else that happened. Question, my Lord, that will be all for this witness. With profound respect to the honorable court, my Lord, I am sorry. I went another matter. My name is David Fadeli.
Okay, so is that Baba Mohbad's lawyer? So the lawyer Akinde just concluded his. So this is Baba Mohbad's lawyer.
I will lead my learned friend, Nina Jennifer. I am most grateful. My parents is for the Alobas family. Cross-examination by David Fadeli.
Okay.
This is Father Baba Mohbad's lawyer examining Adura. So I need everyone, all the jury, to pay attention. Question, Adura, the Mohbad that died is your brother, the same mother and the same father? Adura responded, yes. Question, and you know the reason why we are here? Adura said yes. Question, the court is trying to establish the cause of his death. You are aware? Adura said yes. Question, and your evidence will help the court, the family, and every individual that is agitated. Are you aware? Adura said yes. Question, please, I want you to tell the court what actually happened. You stayed with Mohbad. You live with him. Adura said yes. Question, you were there when he got married to his wife? Adura said yes. Question, somewhere in a prayer? Adura said yes. Question, how many of you live in that house in Lekki? Adura said 8. Question, out of those 8, you were one of those closest person to him? Adura said his wife too was close to him. Question, after his wife, you were the closest? Adura said yes. Question, how will you describe the relationship between Mohbad and his wife? Adura said they were together. Question, when Mohbad was alive, there had never been a fight between Mohbad and his wife? Adura said, I don't know about that. Question,
Sandy, sorry, I beg to interject. Sandy, what are you talking about? musicians accommodate a lot of people. And mind you, the people that were accommodated with Mo, they were working for him. They were all sourcing. They were all hustlers. So what are you talking about? Wunmi accommodated 8 people. How will they eat if Mobile doesn't accommodate all those people?
Yes, it's Sunday.
Fela
Sunday.
had hundreds of people in justice in his home in Ikeja. Then go to Sunny Ade, all the musicians. Go to Naira Marley, you will see many people in the house. What are this Naira Marley? Do you think he doesn't have a wife? Do you think he doesn't have a wife? What are you talking about? Mohbad is a hustler.
Sunday is not okay. I guess it's from the other side though.
It doesn't matter. Like, let me enlighten her. Sometimes they don't understand what is happening in life. What do they call it? You help them to understand what is happening. What do you think, Mohbad? Mohbad is a hustler. He's a musician. He has to employ people. They work for. Go to K1. Go to David Order. You see people living with them. What are you talking about? And they all have wives. So, what do you mean? Go ahead, please. As we were saying before, we were rudely interrupted by that comment.
All right. When Mohbad was alive, there had never been a fight between Mohbad and his wife. Adura said, I don't know about that. Question. There had never been a fight. Adura said, they used to have arguments, not fights. Question. Your father had never come to the house to settle a fight? Adura said, yes. He had come before, but I don't know what caused it. Question. Have you listened to the interview granted by Prime Boy? This Prime Boy that you said had a fight with Mohbad on the 10th of September, you know Prime Boy very well? Adura said, yes. Question. He was a shadow friend of Mohbad? Adura said, yes. Question. Prime Boy said he never had a fight with Mohbad. He said there was never a fight. I can play Prime Boy's interview. He said there was never a fight between him and Mohbad on the 10th of September. Adura said, I was not there when it happened, but what I heard is that he fought with Prime Boy. Question. Wunmi 2 weeks ago gave evidence before this court that you were rude to Prime Boy. And Prime Boy was about to hit you on that 10th of September. Adura said yes. Question. How come you are now saying you are not there? Adura said, I was there, but I was not there when they were fighting. Question. The evidence given by Wunmi, she said Prime Boy complained that you were rude to him. Adura said yes. Question. That 10th of September, Adura said yes. Question. And it was that reaction Prime Boy reacted to your rudeness? Adura said, Prime Boy came to meet me in the second Prado that I should come, but I did not answer him. So he got angry with me, that he was calling me and I did not answer him. That was the meaning of that nonsense. And that was why I got down from the second Prado, and by the time I came back, I heard they had fought. And I asked what caused the fight, and later I heard that was the one that caused the fight. That I was the one that caused the fight. Question. Who told you there was a fight between Prime Boy and Mohbad? Adura said, CY. Question. it was the wife who told you? Adura said, yes. Question. I'm now telling you that Prime Boy said he never had a fight with Mohbad. Then the court interjected. He granted an interview before this court. David Fadade said, he granted an interview. I have to put it to him. Then the court said, it is what happened in this court that you should put to him. This line was actually shaded. Okay? This particular reading of Fadili was actually shaded. I don't know why. That is a cogent point.
Why was it shaded?
So,
okay. So that maybe so it needs to be highlighted. Okay.
So David Fadili said he granted an interview. I have to put it to him. Then the court interjected and saying, which was shaded, said, it is what happened in this court that you should put to him. There have been so many interviews, even to the wife, that we have all heard. The wife that I have seen the difference between the people before the social media and the person before me. Every evidence, that's where the shading stopped. Every evidence here is limited to the question you asked. The interview outside this court is not permitted. He did not say that. He did not say that before the court. Prime Board did not testify before this court. Mr. David Fadili, talking now. I have never said he testified. The court interjected.
So
he has answered you that he does not know. Prime Board did not testify before this court. David Fadili said, as the court pleases, let's go back to Mohbad and his wife. I just ask you that more often your father usually come to resolve issues between Mohbad and his wife. Adura said yes. Question. To the effect, the relationship was not that smooth. Adura said yes. That means the relationship was toxic. Question. On the 10th of September 2023, after that show, you guys moved to your house in Lekki. There was an allegation, and you are in the best position to clear this issue. There was an allegation that Mohbad and his wife engaged in a fight over the issue of traveling to Canada or not traveling to Canada. Adura said, I do not know about that. Question. And you stay in the house? Adura said yes. Question. And you are not aware? Adura said no. Question. What incident led to the invitation of the nurse? Adura said Mohbad was the one that said she should come, that he needed a nurse. Question. What prompted him to invite the nurse? Adura said he had an injury on his hand, and that was why we called a nurse. Question. How many injury was on his body? Adura said just one. Question. Where was the location of that injury? Adura Alaba demonstrated on his hand. Question. And it was very deep? Adura said no, a small cut. Question. Did you notice if you had injury on his tummy? Adura said no. Question. That looked like a stab. Did you notice that? Adura said no. Question. Did you notice a deep cut in his hand? Adura said yes. Question. You have talked about minor cut. It was that minor cut that made Mohbad request for a nurse, according to you? Adura said yes. Question. You said apart from that cut, there was no injury on his body? Adura said no. Question. Because there was an allegation that he had a deep cut in his tummy. Adura said no. Question. But when your father was invited and he got to your house in Lekki, he saw a cloth soaked with blood and the bed sheet also was soaked with blood. That's your father. Is that true? Adura said, there was blood on the cloth, but it did not soak. It was the blood that bled from his hand and that stained the bed sheet. Question. It was that minor cord, that stain, that stained that bed sheet, and other clothes apart from the sheet. Adura said it was only the bed sheet that was stained.
Good question.
Question. No other cloth was stained apart from the bed sheet? Adura said yes. Question. When the nurse administered the drip, were you there? Adura said I was not there. Question. Tell this court those that were there when that drug was administered on him. Adura said Bami and Siwa. Question. But the wife said she was not there. She said she was cooking at the kitchen. Adura said yes, she was cooking. She kept going upstairs and downstairs. Question. She was there? Adura said yes, she was there. Question. Did you have an idea of what the nurse was to treat? Adura said, I think she gave him tetanus injection. Question. So the nurse was to administer tetanus injection because of that minor cord. After that injection, he started vomiting and he vomited noodles, Indomie. Adura said yes. Question. That Indomie was cooked by his wife. Adura said, I was the one that cooked that Indomie. Question, did you eat part of the Indomie? Adura said, yes, and his wife also. Question. Now, when all these events that started on the 10th of September, did you call your dad? Sorry, let me take that question again. Question. Now, when all these events that started on the 10th of September, did you call your dad? Adura said no. Question. On the 11th of September, that should be on Monday. Can you tell us what happened? You did not go out and all of you were at home. And Mobile was feeling fine. Adura said he didn't come out that Monday. He was in his room throughout on Monday. He was in his room. Yeah? That is 282. I want you to note that. All the jurors, please note that. Page 282.
Yeah. He was in his room throughout on Monday.
Never came out of his room. And I will read that question again. Now, when all these events that started on the 10th of September, did you call your dad? Adura responded, no. Question. On the 11th of September, that should be on Monday. Can you tell us what happened? You did not go out and all of you were at home and Mobile was feeling fine? Adura responded, he didn't